Mhm. Uh-huh, uh-huh. What another one, though. KRU Conversations, big baby.
KI, what's up, my family, man? You know what we doing. Another one like the other one. Is that my
What's
Cuzzo?
happening, man?
What's up with my Cuzzo, man?
Man, chilling, man. You know, chilling, cousins, man, over here in the lab networking. You know,
As you should, as you should. You know we trying to stay on top of this business, big
for
baby.
sure, for sure, for sure. Man, I'm glad to be on here, man.
Man, I
Coming
appreciate you for
up in
taking our
the
time to come.
world, man.
I'm trying to follow your lead, Cuzzo, you know what I
Hell
mean?
yeah, was good.
Shit, we just, I'm just doing these KIU conversations, basically trying to give my family their flowers, give my comrades their flowers, you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah, yeah,
Also create a network of independent people who are entrepreneurs, who are hustlers, who trying to make things happen, you know what I mean?
yeah,
And who have a plethora of information
yeah.
that they could give to others and to the younger generation, you know what I'm saying, Cuzzo?
Right, dang, man. I got that.
So I know you've been doing your thing for a long time. You've been ahead of the curve. I want to salute you on that too. A lot of the stuff that people just now getting on to, like internet radio, podcasting, um, all those type of different things that people are just now getting used to. You've been on it before that, you know what I mean? And I noticed that, you know what I'm saying? Cause so I want to salute you on that.
Appreciate that.
And you know what I mean? It ain't a lot of us who could say they made a movie. You dig what I'm saying, Cuzzo? You know what I mean? You was like, I remember the other day, you was like, Cuzzo, man, you wrote a book, man, I'm proud of you. I'm like, man, I'm thinking to myself, like, Cuzzo, you got a movie. What are
Hey,
you
yeah,
talking about, Cuzzo?
but
You know what I'm
hey,
saying?
you know, it's crazy because I always wanted to write a book, but I know how much time it takes to even put that thought and the process together, and I just had so much going on, but it always was like a vision of mine. So to see you do it, it was just that's what I'm talking about. I want to do that right there. You know, I still got that on the back burner, but you know, I thought that was gigantic though, cause I ain't gonna lie, that was big. That's big.
I appreciate you, cuz, vice versa, man. You know what I mean? So I just want to, let you come on here so we could, tell your story about how you turned your life around, about
Man.
how you focus on straight positive
Yeah,
now, how you came a long way. You did what
that's
I'm
it.
saying? Both
Yeah.
of us, but this your time to shine. So, you know what I mean? Start off by telling them where you was born, cuz.
I was actually born in Stockton, California, but we moved because I'm the oldest out of all my siblings. So we moved to San Francisco. I believe it was like 79, like 80.
Mm.
So
Mm.
79, 80, and we moved to Trail Hill, 117 Dakota. Feel me? And next thing I know, we moved to the point like in 84 because my sister was born in 84. And then we moved to Cuzzo Street, man. My grandparents owned the house on the Q, you know. So that's where it all began. We lived on Palou, but then we moved to the Q, and that was pretty much it, you know.
Yeah.
My grandparents had a house right there, you know, and shit, all our family was there, you know. So yeah, from the city. Went to high school,
Oh,
went to
yeah.
Hillcrest, Fairmont, then went that was elementary school. Shout out to Hillcrest and Fairmont. We went to and then went to Martin Luther King Cobras,
Mm-hmm.
King Cobras, and graduated from McAteer. Well, I didn't graduate from McAteer because I went to Mission. I transferred, man. Mission Bears, man. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? Went to Mission High, and then you know, after that, man, I was in the streets.
Yeah.
After that, it was
You got your diploma though? Did you get your diploma from Mission?
I winded up getting my GED. I got my GED in Bruno.
Okay.
Yeah, I graduated from Bruno with the blue cap. Blue cap with the blue cap and the blue gown. Yeah.
What would you say your household was like growing up, cuz?
Great. crazy. When I say crazy, I don't mean like bad or good. It was just a mixture, you know, because we came up in the crack era. You know what I'm saying? But for some odd reason, we still had that family though. You know, like regardless whatever was going on, we was still family though. It was chaotic at times, but it was cool though, man. It was cool because the goal wasn't to get up out of there, man. We didn't want to be struggling like that. You know, none of us, my brothers, my sisters, my mom, my pops, like we just was in, man, I think everybody got caught up in that era. There's the crack era, you know what I'm saying? Drugs, the streets, you know, and but I think my household was cool though, man, because moms fed the block. You know, it was still like, regardless of whatever was going on, we still had that family structure though. You know, I don't care what was going on, it was still family though. I don't care how chaotic it was. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, yeah, man, I can't lie. Looking back on it now, man, I wouldn't trade it, man, because I think that made us, as we became adults and got older, it even made us even more tighter. You know what I'm saying? So, so I want to say, growing up in the house, it was crazy, but crazy cool though.
Right. So how would you describe Cuzzo Street in the 80s?
The 80s was pretty cool, man, because, you know, I was still young. The 80s was cool, man. The 80s was cool, man, because I think we were still young. So we wasn't really knowing what was really going on around us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because like I said again, like, even your mom, like, they kept this kind of shelter from the shit that was going on. You know what I mean? So I say the 80s was cool. Now going into the 90s, that's where it started, baby.
I would say too, like 80s for sure, like coming outside on the queue and coming next door and us chilling, like it felt so safe and just
that's when
like
we used to have
a
all
whole
them
adventure
get-togethers,
being
cuz we used to have all them get-togethers at Whitney Young playing football and all the cousins.
Yeah.
Man, come on, man, that was priceless. You know what I'm saying? And
family reunions, all that.
Come on, man. Come on, man.
That's what I'm saying. So for me, like it was like the Q was like such a, it was like the epicenter still back, even like how it is today. But it had more, it even had more to offer back then as far as like we had the meat market, we had Torino's, we had
was right around the corner. We had Fuller's, the Fuller's, the pharmacy across the street. I mean, we had Sid's Barbershop. My granddaddy used to take me to Sid's Barbershop. I used to get my shags back then. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the Point Third was, oh man, it's beautiful, man. It was beautiful, man. Growing up, before, like I said, before that crack era, it was beautiful in the 80s, man. Beautiful. Especially
now that we older and we understand like economics and black business and all those things, right? Because now that we know how much we grew up in a plethora of that at that time.
Right.
You know what I'm talking about? Right. Especially up and down 3rd Street, you know what I mean? Like it wasn't nothing but black stores, black food, black businesses, you know what I mean?
Who was that?
It was a little,
who was that that was Kennedy's, right? That had the pink.
Yeah.
Kennedy, he had a gang of property,
For sure.
Who was that? Mr. Allen had all the apartments. Allen Apartments.
Yeah.
You had Bayview Property Manager.
Seafood Circus, Margine.
Oh my God, man.
You know what I'm saying?
Beautiful times, man. Beautiful times, man.
It was, cuz it was, and it was a lot of it was the community and the love. You know what I mean? It was
I was
like
just about to say that.
It was like you said.
Yeah.
You know, them reunions up at Whitney Young and family reunions at Young Blood and just all over the point, just everywhere. You know what I'm saying? It was just
everybody talked to everybody. Everybody knew their neighbor. You know, now, you know, like me as an adult now, I'm making a point to know who living next door to me. You know what I'm saying? You might get an Amazon package dropped off or whatever. you might go out of town for the weekend. You might need some oops on your house or something. I don't know. You know what I'm
Straight
saying?
up.
But we live right here, so it shouldn't
Right.
be no reason why we don't talk. You know, but that's just the way the world is right now. You know what I'm saying? But
Yeah.
back then, everybody knew everybody or whatever. The community, like you say, there was a lot of blackness in the point, man, back then
Yeah.
too, man. There's a lot of
Right.
blackness, man. Yeah, beautiful times back then.
When do you think that the Q started becoming like an official, like y'all was starting to really just like, okay, this is us and this the Q? I mean, we was outside playing. I remember when we was younger watching Pee Wee Herman, but I know it was a transition. Maybe it was for the older cats, but for you, when do you remember like, okay, this is what we doing?
Hey, I was still in Martin Luther King. I ain't gonna even lie, man. And I tell this to the cats. I knew my destiny. I'm finna go hang across the street with them. You know what I'm saying? Because my mom and them wouldn't let me go. Like I couldn't go across the street and go hang with the cats across the street. But that's where my destination was. I'm finna be over there. As soon as I graduate out of middle school, I'm finna go hang across the street. You know what I'm saying? I already knew my destiny was to be from Cuzzo Street. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
I'm finna be a part of whatever they got going on. I'm finna make
I'm already
there's no
in it.
stopping me, bro. And that was in '89. No, that was like, yup, '89. They started, Callaway and them, they started hanging over there. But Cleve, Scrap, Dame, they lived on the block. We all already grew up with I grew up with everybody, but they was doing things that was intriguing. They was getting a little money over there across the street. You know what I'm saying? And I wanted in. And I knew the day I graduated middle school, it was over with.
That was
Oh
it.
yeah. Got my summer job from YCD. First paycheck. I was welcome to the game.
Why see me put you in the game? What Cuzzo?
I had my check was like $135. Spent it
You
all on work. I ain't even know what I was doing, but I dang sure. I called my cousin Kevin. I said, "Hey, Kev, I gotta show you something." I just showed him a sack of rocks. I said, "I'm about to get in the game," and then that was it.
Hey.
Over with.
And then I would imagine that being in the environment that you was in, and all of us, but we're talking about you, with the environment you in, you was a little bit sharper than some of them because you seeing stuff beforehand. So it's like, okay, I kind of see what they doing. I don't know what they doing like that, but I'm paying attention. I'm seeing this movement going on.
It all go back to being in the house and seeing things
Right.
in the house. So I was kind of like, there was no doubt about it. I was finna be in the streets. I wanted to be in the streets. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like nobody forced me or nothing. That's where I knew I wanted to go. I wanted to be out there. You know, it was alluring, man. You're a young cat, man. It was alluring, man. You know.
And I remember the transformation from us. Like I said, we went from going to the family reunions, watching Pee Wee Herman at the house. You know what I mean? Straight, no problems. No, we all good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Juwan and Twatty up there, they good. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then I know the next, if it was a movie, the next part of the movie would be me coming like, "Cuz, I need you to cook something for me." You like, "What, man?" Like, "Cuz, I got something. I need you, cuzzo." You understand me? Cuz, like, come on, cuz, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna let you get bopped over the head, you know what I mean? And that's how quick it seems like the transformation happens from being innocent, you know what I mean,
Yeah.
and being kids to being like, all right, you know what I mean, what you gonna do?
Yeah.
And stepping out there, like you said, you make that first decision, that first day, that first exchange, it's like, okay, it's on now, you know what I mean?
Man,
it's like the ultimate rush.
The
that
ultimate
first
rush,
time you bust
man.
that
Like,
sale.
oh, I can get it like this. So, I was getting money so hard, and then I copped a bucket, my first car. But I had to park it around the corner though, right?
Yes, sir.
So now I'm getting so much money, I don't know where to stash it at. So now I got little stash spots in the house, whatever. I got ballies, I got shoes. Cause what's the store on Ocean, cuz?
Step ahead.
Step ahead. I used to go get my shoes for stepping ahead, dog.
Yeah.
Hey, my mom's be like, where you getting all these clothes from? I be like, I'll tell her I just blame somebody. Somebody bought it for me. Well, they tell them don't buy you nothing else no more. Man. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, I bought my first bucket, man, and it just seemed like the game, it was just, I started getting more exposed to different streets and other cats doing their thing. And, you know, we going to school now. We in high school. You know what I'm saying? Going to Mac. You got to be fly, man. You can't be going to school. I got to have fresh everything. You know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
And, yeah, man. The only thing I think me and Quan from West Point, we the only two cats with ROTC, man. Nobody gonna say nothing. I'm riding the back of the bus in the ROTC uniform, man.
Nobody bet nothing.
Ain't nobody gonna say nothing. You know what I'm saying? This is what I do, man.
Straight up, y'all know what's going on.
Yeah, man. But oh man, some good times, man. But yeah, like I said, man, I knew coming out of middle school I was gonna be on the block, man. I already knew it. It was a no-brainer for me.
I feel you. So how was it watching Callaway bring the studio to the block and open up the shop on the block, and you know, kind of y'all having a base as far as like a creative base and seeing business going? How was that?
It really started in my garage. Well, me and Pee Wee, I will always be the originator, bro. I started like just freestyling, and I had a keyboard, and we'll always be at my house, and I will always just be creating some type of music or something like that. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Or I would be in the house like writing like scripts or whatever. You know, we got computer. I'll just be typing like a story, and I'll come out and read it to everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And everybody be like, "That's fool crazy." And I will be coming up with logos. You know, I had a vision for like a record label or whatever. But at that same time, all the ideas I had at that time, I didn't have the money to back it, and I just didn't have that right direction at that time. You know what I'm saying? I had too many distractions going on. So Callaway and them, seeing the idea, but making it like, hey, we can make a profit doing this though. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So when Callaway opened up the store, when he opened up the store, the two stores, and then we got the studio, it was beautiful. But you know what though, cuz I didn't take advantage of it.
Mm-hmm.
I was still shucking, bro. I was. That's why only on that album that we had, I only got on one song. Not because they didn't put me on there. Not because I didn't have the studio time, because I had the studios across the street. I was out there bullshitting, playing, messing around. I was shucking. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't going to photo shoots, just not taking advantage of the opportunity. You know what I'm saying? And like me and Callaway talk all the time about that. You know, always like nobody did nothing wrong to me. I did that to myself. I was kind of like holding myself back because I was BSing. You know what I'm saying? But man, it was beautiful though. I ain't gonna lie, man. We go get us a fit, go to the back in the studio. But like I said, I wasn't taking advantage of it at that time. Though we actually had two studios. It was the other studio was by the library. But that wasn't our studio though. But
that was like because it was like people used to rent different rooms in there.
Yeah.
I remember that.
Saying, like the studio was right there, and I ain't take advantage of none of it, bro.
Yeah.
None. You know what I'm saying?
I
look back at that, and I think that's what makes me go hard at everything right now. Cause I've been there, and I know what shucking. I know what shucking feel like. You know what I'm saying? Cuz.
Yeah. For real.
What it feel like,
for
man.
real.
Like I didn't take advantage of the opportunities. So, you know, God willing, I just told myself, you know, if I get another chance at it, it's a wrap. The only thing, that chance happened in Atlanta, You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
it wasn't at home. It happened
I
in
was
Georgia.
that go right into the next question. When did you leave the Bay Area?
2002. Giants
2000.
lost the World Series to the Angels.
Mm.
But I had a lot going on though. You know what I'm saying? I had some little beefs and what have you. And it just wasn't safe. It wasn't safe for me. I already knew, like I ain't really got no hiding spots. I ain't got no more hiding spots. All my hiding spots kind of like known. Like it just, I know something gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? Like it's either because I'm strapped, they strapped. You know what I'm saying? And like the beef, it's just like I know where this finna end. You know what I'm saying? And that's why I always like to tell cats, man, it's cool to be Trey, bro. Get out the car, bro.
For real.
Jump out, bro. Like, it don't make you no sucker, none. I only thing I can say is nobody ran me out the city.
Right.
I left on my own terms. You feel me? I just didn't like the way my life was going at that time. You know what I'm saying? Like I just didn't like nothing about it. You know what I'm saying? I'm popping pills. Oh man, my mind here, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like even we talking about music, man. I wasn't ready to do no music or nothing back then, man. I'm ready to go to. I'm self-destructing, bro. You feel me? Like I ain't never went to a rehab or nothing, bro. I just got tired of just everything, bro. I just need to get away, bro. You feel me?
Mm-hmm.
Like I'm thugging too hard out here, like, bro, like, you know what I mean? Like my head ain't in the right place. You know what I'm saying? Like this ain't healthy for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, so my first opportunity, man, was to go to Houston or go to Vegas with my cousin. I went to Vegas for a hot minute, and then a partner of mine from LA got killed in my face out here. I'm like, damn, I can't get away from none of this shit. So I went to Atlanta. You know what I'm saying? I went to Atlanta. I'm still thugging. I get caught up in Atlanta, bro. I'm like, what the fuck? Now,
So talk about that. First of all, how long did it take you to adjust to the South, and then talk about how you got caught up?
Man, when I got down south, everything slowed down, man. The music was slow. Like, we rapping fast out here. Like, I get down here. It was an adjustment, but it was cool though. You know what I'm saying? It was
just
new.
What you needed.
It was new. You know what I'm saying? I got a new relationship. I got a college chick. You know what I'm saying? Like, hey man, I'm in the game right now. I'm winning. You know what I mean? But I'm still thugging though. I got my hand on a pistol. I done got me a little crew. Cause when I first got there, some cat robbed me and my girl. So that just opened it up for me. Like, oh, okay, I'm about to just rob everybody. Like, it's open season. You feel me? So
if this what they doing,
if this is what they doing, was so big. I come from this environment. Like, it's cool. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. And
not only that, my wife now, but at the time, my girlfriend, she got us living. I could have been in Hunters Point, boy. She got me on the south side of Georgia. I'm thinking we in some cool apartments. No, we in the thick of it, bro. We here. Yeah, we here. So I instantly all my street sense, everything just it was natural for me to be where I was at. It was cool, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm with it all. You know, how are we gonna get down? And then and one night, man, I got caught up. And when it's just thugging, I'm thugging too hard, you know what I'm saying? And when I got caught up, that's when I knew, like, boy, these laws down here, they for real down here.
Right. Right.
This ain't California. This ain't no OR. You get out preliminary hearing, you can wag it, and no.
You say,
These folks talking about prison. You feel me?
you like, what? I shook that in Cali. You
Bro,
like, I shook that
I
in Cali.
done shook. Bro, I done went to Bruno. That's as far as I went. You feel me? I ain't never seen prison. So I done left California, done went down south, and now I'm finna go to prison. 10 years, you feel me? So I wasn't I wasn't going to trial about nothing, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
sign me up for them 10. I took the 10 I was 27. So I already knew I'll be down there 40 when I come up off of this.
Damn, with no family out there with you.
Nah, I just had my wife with me, man. If she wasn't down, if she wasn't loyal, it was a wrap, bro.
Right.
That's all I had. You feel me? But she stayed down, man, and I rode it out, man. But when I got out, I still was on a gang of paperwork though too, so I couldn't leave. You feel me? So when I got out, man, only thing I could do was survive. You feel me? But
yeah,
I just took a whole nother route with it, man. I just started going to school for like digital media and filming and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I really want to like mess with the game, but I want to do a lot more business and what have you. And so a lot of cats
so
don't
did you
know.
wait, hold on, did you decide to change your thought process, your life when you was down, or was it after you came out, or when was it when you was like, man, I
Oh
got to
no.
do something different?
When I was like, bro, this for the birds, bro. I'm like, when I get out, bro, I'm not doing another stint like this, bro. Oh, hell no, bro. Like, when I got out, bro, I was just like, man, I'm not going back in here no more. Especially down south. I'm not going back to jail, bro. Like that was,
Yeah.
you know. But I caught some more cases though along the way though. You know what I mean? But thank God I was my money was right. I was able to fight those cases and get those cases past me. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man. When I got out, man, I was like, man, I'm just gonna work on this brand, this AEO music group. And I want to learn it all. So I just was sucking up all the game that I can get. You know what I'm saying? And I just started getting me some money, and I just started buying my own equipment, and I would pay somebody to come by and show me. And I was still going to school doing it too, though. You know what I'm saying? So I was 24 hours learning programs, filming, music, production. I was learning. I was sucking it all up. You know what I'm saying? Like I make beats, but I don't make beats. But I know how to make beats.
Yeah, I
you know
can make a beat. Yeah,
I can make a beat if I want to. It takes so much time. I don't want to play with it. But at that time, that's, you know, if you're gonna be in the game, you might as well learn everything. And I learned how to cut out the middleman. You know, I started learning how I started seeing how the game was working in Atlanta, and I just started learning to cut the middleman out. And I was just letting my body of work and I was just letting my work talk for itself. You know what I'm saying? Because if I went anywhere, I was representing me, and I had the money to back it. So it's like, hey, you can't do nothing but network with me. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like I don't have no CEO, no big brother, no none of that. You know what I'm saying? This is everything I'm doing is just like off of creation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so I was just making a gang of music, and I didn't know where it was gonna go, but I just knew I'll have a decent catalog. So I just built my own studio. Instead of going to the studio, I started building my own studio. Like building my own studio in the house. And everywhere I moved, I just turned my it was always one room is gonna be a studio. It's gonna be like that one sanctuary, that workspace, you know what I mean? And I flew my wife's little brother and they crew came out there. Like I really had my own team, you know what I'm saying? We was all from everywhere else, you know what I'm saying? And started doing like videos or what have you. And I was like, man, we can shoot a movie. And so what I was thinking about was the Streets is Watching, the Jay-Z movie. Like how they would have like these scenes and then they're going to videos or what have you. So that was I'm like, bro, I'm tired of doing these rap videos. I want to do a movie. At that time, when I first thought of the idea, it was to I didn't know about writing a treatment, a storyboard. I didn't know nothing about none of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I was just going off like my my basic instincts. Like I'm a creator. I know how to create. You know what I'm saying? So like that's one thing I know I have on a lot of people. I can create anything. You know what I'm saying? If you really want to do something, you can do it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
People just don't want to go from A to Z. You know, people want to go from A to Z, but not A, B, C, D, E, F, G.
They want to go A to Z, not A through Z.
A through Z, exactly. And I'm kind of like one of them people, like if I start something, let me just start from the bottom. That way, when I get to the end, it's like I done covered all the bases, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But back to what I was saying though, we shot Dope Boys, man. We shot it in Atlanta. We shot some scenes in San Francisco. Flew out there when I wasn't supposed to, but my parole officer gave me like the okay. He was just like, I ain't giving you no passes, but I don't know nothing. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Just let me know when you get back. You get in trouble. Then I'm act like I ain't know.
Don't go out
cool.
there messing up. Yeah.
So he gave me the green light, man, to go handle my business. One thing I can say though, man, the majority of my parole though, my PO, he was solid. He was dead ass solid though, man. He kind of knew what I was doing outside of the school and all that. But he turned the blind eye to a lot of things though, man. You know what I'm saying? I can't lie. Cause my grandmother had got sick, and I was like, hey man, I need a travel pass. He's like, man, you ain't left yet? I was like, bro, I was trying to
like, I ain't trying to play myself.
Yeah. But he was like, man, go handle your business, man. Just call me when you get back. So I gotta give him a lot of props though, man. He you know, but yeah, man, shooting that movie, my first film, man, it did something. So going into like my second film, I kind of like was a little more seasoned, and then I started taking that. I started going to New Orleans because my sister lived in New Orleans. I started going to New Orleans and shooting down there too. You know what I'm saying? I have my sister and she got the baby, and we going to the graveyard here. Hold the camera, hold it at this angle. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I'm gonna get this work in. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I just I got a thing for movies. I know it just takes a lot of time to shoot them, but
how long you think it took you to shoot the first one from start to finish, and then the second one from start to finish?
The first film, man, it took forever in a day, bro. Just cause we didn't know what the heck we was doing. I think that took about 6 months, like 6 months. Because we at the time we wasn't editing on Apples, we was editing on PCs, so it would just take hours to load film, and it was crazy. When we came with Dope Boys 2, with everything been on Apples for the last 10 years, you know what I'm saying? Like we didn't run on no PCs, no nothing, you know what I'm saying? Like they moved too slow for me. So Dope Boys 2 took, I want to say filming, it took about like 4 months, but the biggest hurdle is getting everybody to commit to filming in a whole day, because that's like eight some hours, man. It's like a whole work shift, because you're doing like 1, 2, you're doing different takes, you're doing different scenes, different angles, different locations. So like you gotta buy, if you gotta buy hella pizzas and food and drink and whatever weed to get everybody to come, you know what I'm saying? People don't want to take the time out of their day to just be filming on your film. You know what I'm saying? What is it benefiting them unless they see the opportunity that come with it? You know what I'm saying? Right.
Especially when they ain't seen the finished product. Now, once they see themselves on the TV screen, everybody they be in on that portion of it. Like, oh, look at me, brother. I'm getting sale. You know what I'm talking about?
Cool thing about it though, like everybody wanted to everybody knew their roles, and you know, like it was cool. It was cool because everybody wanted to be a part of the film. So I think that's different when everybody wants to help and be a part of something more than you're forcing people to. And people, oh man, I got to do this. You know, when you got people hitting you up, you ready to do it? That really goes a long way.
Right.
Very long
Definitely.
way.
That's effort. That's energy. Of course, that's what you need, especially like you said, to get something done in a timely fashion and to get some quality work. You know what I mean? You're gonna be able to see how a person come across. You know what I mean?
Yeah. And doing all that, I was just like, at one point I just got kind of like exhausted. When I was getting ready to move from Georgia, I was kind of like burnt out just because like my wife would go to work 12 hours. I had spent the whole 12 hours in the studio. Just recording day in, day out, year in, year out. Like it got to a point where I didn't even want to rap no more because I don't know what to rap about no more. I done told every story possible. You know what I'm saying? Like I done told my whole life on the mic. Like because you done been on. I done got you on some songs. I don't know what to talk about no more. I'm out of it. You know what I mean? And at this time, I bought one of my Mac computers because I ain't gonna lie. I used to listen to Combat Jack. I used to listen to Combat Jack.
Okay.
First podcast I ever used to listen to was Combat Jack.
And
I'm like, dang, I like this, man. Like, I'm really digging, like, I'm digging this. And this is like 2009, 10. Like, I'm listening, and they just talking hip hop and whatnot. But it's a podcast. So when I bought my Mac computer at that time, it had the podcast icon in there. I'm like, oh. So I always was playing with it, like everybody around me still rapping, but my whole thought, because I'm in school, I'm like, bro, when I was in school, we started doing like these radio beds. Like, so you had to do a 30-minute, you had to do a 30-minute jingle for like a radio station or whatever. So I was learning this in school. You know what I'm saying? And at the same time, I'm like, if I go in this lane right here, I don't even got to rap. Like, this is just like a whole, it's intriguing right at that time. You know what I'm saying? Like, this podcast, I got to get this podcast going. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but I'm going to do it, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to rap no more. Like, but I still could be in the game. I still could be at all these open mics. I could still be at these video shoots.
In the culture.
I could be in the culture, but I'm not rapping. And what I started to see was more artists were more receptive to whatever I brought to the table because I'm not rapping. Now, if I'm rapping, you're not. It's kind of, you got a little standoffish because, you know, rap is competition, man. It's competitive. You know what I'm saying?
Straight up.
Testosterone in there. You know what I mean? But when you come off, hey man, I want to do an interview with you or something, you know, people start to open up. You know what I'm saying? Especially people love being on the camera. So when I was in Atlanta, I used to just bring my camera out to open mics, whatever, and now I do an interview on the spot or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But podcasting, man. And once I started doing that, it wasn't no looking back because it was just like, how can I enhance this podcast? Like, how can I make it the way I want it to be? You know what I'm saying? And now it's more visual from when I came in the game, but I still like the audio. You know what I mean? Like, because you have the podcast icon on your iPhone. Like, it's so easy to access like these episodes or whatever. You know what I mean? But now you got to put a little visual on it at the same time too. Like, how you doing it? You got the visual, and some people want to see what they listening to or whatever. So I'm still getting used to that because I'm not really not used to being like on a camera all the time. But I like my voice more than I like being seen. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because I think that works for me. And people got to understand, you got to go with what worked for you. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's your formula? You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't be like everybody else. What kind of like makes you stand out from everybody else? And like I was telling you, I like how you do it on the IG. I'm like, damn, I ain't never thought about like that. I'm like, dang, that's solid. You know what I mean? That's just dope. I'm like, well, it's too late, man, for me to think about that though. But you know what I'm saying?
No, it ain't.
You know what I'm saying?
You know,
like, damn,
we try to pick bits and pieces of people that we see with some motion, you know what I mean, some traction, man, and add it to what we got going on, and you know what I'm saying, incorporate it. That's all I'll be trying to do, cuz, you know.
Now I love it, cuz, man. I mean, now the game now, you know, everybody got a podcast now, and it's kind of like people got to understand this though. If you got competition, make it healthy and don't be a hater. You know what I'm saying? Like,
straight up.
You know, don't. I can't do what you're doing, cuz this is your lane. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And people always trying to. People will hate for what they don't know or what they assume. You know what I mean? For me, my only competition is if you was around me and then you try to like steal some. I'm going at your throat, bro. I'm going at you, bro.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to match me. You're gonna have to match it, man. Like, cause that's not you. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't come around me and like steal the game, and then like you come like you invented the game, cause it's not gonna work. You know what I mean? But that's like some personal for me, though. You know what I'm saying? But just for the masses, though, to everybody, whoever watching this podcast, like, man, you gotta do your thing and do your lane. You know what I'm saying? And you gotta do what worked for you, though, cause everything don't work for everybody. You know, for me personally, I don't think like an IG podcast, it won't work for me because I haven't been doing that. I've been doing this on YouTube and Twitch and Spotify, and you know what I mean? I've been doing this so long where it works for me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I think that's where a lot of jealousy and hate come from, because sometimes you just beat people to the punch and some people just be mad, you know what I mean? Like, it's what it is, you know?
Yeah.
But everybody has a podcast now. I just think if you got good substance, people gonna listen.
Yeah.
And, you know, people don't want to hear. For one, everybody's gonna talk about Cardi B, just using her as a hypothetical. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's gonna talk about whatever everybody else is talking about. But like me, I like to talk about video games, and I be on some weirdo. But I got little nephews and what have you. They, you know, people like, I'm a gamer. You know what I'm saying? I like to, you know, I got a weird following, but I'm a weird person though. I like being like that. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Like, I like NASCAR, but I don't know nobody that drives except the black dude that worked for Jordan. But I still, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But you know what I mean? But I still watch it though, you know, because I'm a gambler.
Right.
But yeah, man. I just, like I said, man, because I had just lost my train of thought. But back to the core of it, I just think, man, whatever you're doing, man, you just gotta follow your path, your lane, and stay in it, you know. And
straight up.
Salute to everybody with their podcasts. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's open season now. You know what I'm saying? Like, like what I'm doing right now, like, I just out of the blue, I just changed the game. I said, well, look, man, the system that took all these years and restitution money from us. Why don't we tell these stories to prevent somebody else from having to tell a story?
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to scare you or nothing, but man, 2023 ain't the place to be in jail right now, man. It costs more to be in that thing. You know what I'm saying?
Especially with all the good stuff going on out here, you want to be out here trying to live, champions. You know,
bruh, don't get a record deal in prison, bro. No, you feel me? Don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Don't do that, bro. Like, and so
what I'm about to say, let me see. As a parent of younger kids, right? What do you think is the difference? What is the difference between the parent you are now and the parent you were with your older kids?
I don't do nothing no more, cuz.
Okay.
L7, bro. I work. I got my barbecue business, a podcast, and I'm at home, bro.
Yeah.
I don't do nothing, bro. And that's what I hate. Like, my daughter, like when both of my daughters, bring I'm hustling still, you know what I'm saying? And they just seen I was still young, you know what I'm saying? Still young, you know what I mean? But I always asked God if I ever had another chance to have another run at it.
Yeah.
I already know what I'm not gonna do, you know what I'm saying? And what I am gonna do, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I just was blessed to, you know, I was blessed to have another run at it, man. And I just told myself, man, I'm just gonna be the best dad I could be. You know what I'm saying? I say that I wasn't the best dad with my two daughters, but I got a chance to do it again, and even show them like, damn, dad ain't the same. I'm not the same person. You know, I like saying that. I'm not the same person, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't hang out. I don't go to clubs. I don't do nothing that's gonna have me in harm's way. You feel me?
Right.
Period. You know what I'm saying? Everything I do is a legit hustle. Everything. You know what I'm saying? It's more legit money than illegal. You feel me? That's why I'm glad I'm in Nevada. They got weed. The weed is legal. Legal. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But other than a joint, bro, I don't do nothing, bro. Nothing.
Straight up.
Yeah. And you know what? I love living life like that, man. I wanna I'm almost 50, bro. I'll be 48 this year. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I don't like, you know, I got my one of my daughters almost 30 and my other daughter coming in her 20s. You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to. I at least want to set an example. Like somebody got to be the adult in the room. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
straight up.
I'm not your partner. I always want to be dad. You know what I'm saying? So even when you come to me like now, like my daughter knows she gotta be on point because I can look into your eyes. Hey.
Don't even come with that.
Yeah,
Don't even come with
it.
Yeah.
So sometimes she might just stay away because I don't want to talk to this fool, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I see through it. You know what I mean? But I'd rather have that relationship like that than I'm not your homeboy. You got you got a whole bunch of partners, but you only get two parents.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You only
Straight
get
up.
two parents. You know
Straight
what I mean?
up. Straight up.
So yeah, man. Nah, cause I like and the only thing, man, I'm really mad at, bro. I wish, but they say you live and you learn, but I wish I had that mindset some years ago. You know, I mean, I had this mindset for some years now, but I'm saying, I wish I was thinking like that in my 20s, though. You know what I'm saying? Cause I lost majority of my 30s. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know. But I'm blessed to be here now, man. We got better living, man. We got a whole bunch of living to do, man. It's all the way up from here, man. It's positive,
there you go.
man.
There you go. There you go. Talk to them.
Yeah.
Listen, tell them where they can find you. Tell them where they can find the movie. Tell them where they
Hoods
can
of
find
America,
everything,
man.
cuz.
Just hashtag Hoods of America, man. I got like 5 IG pages, man. I'm scattered all over the place. So, man, the best thing I can tell you is hashtag Hoods of America, man. We're on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, YouTube, Twitch. We all over the internet, man. Got music, whatever, man. I'm not a rapper no more, man. But I just learned how to monetize the game. I'm telling you, tell these cats this: if you're making music or if you have an old catalog, you can get paid for your streams by just posting your reels. You let that reel play past 114, a minute 14 seconds considered a stream. So even if nobody's looking for your music now, when you posting them pictures or whatever, throw your own music behind it and get those views up, man. Those are streams, man. There's so many ways to get money in this game now. You really just sit back on your phone, man. Can you imagine doing that 10 years ago? Wasn't even thought about.
Straight up.
You know? Even what we doing right now, man, this is big, man, because, you know, like, look where technology is headed to. Look where it's going. And look where we're at now with this technology. Can you imagine 5 years from now?
Right.
It's going to be insane, man. It's going to be insane, man. It's gonna be insane. Cause I'm
And I
glad you had me
appreciate you,
on here, bro.
Cuzzo.
Like, man, this is big. This is big. I'm glad to be on here, bro.
Man, so I love Cuzzo. And we're gonna double back. Like I said, I'm creating a network. People like minds, people who trying to make things happen, entrepreneurs, hustlers with the entrepreneur spirit, you know what I mean, who looking for information and create something where our young people can figure out other ways to skin a cat, other ways to invest their money, other ways to bust moves, you know what I mean, than the conventional ways that we used to.
Yeah, man, the whole goal is, man, for us to because I see a lot of people say we fumbled the bag. No, we didn't. No, we didn't, man. We some of us didn't fumble the bag, bro. No, we didn't, bro.
Yeah.
Like we got the opportunity now to even tell, like we got the opportunity to really help a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Whether they believe it or not. You know what I'm saying? With these platforms like you got, like
Yeah.
spreading the word, like, man, like they don't even know our past life, bro. Like they don't
Right.
know, bro. Don't know. You know what I'm saying? We here now. You know what I'm saying? They're like, hey, bro, you don't have to go through the system, or you don't have to get banged up for years for you to come out to realize, like, hey, I could really be a productive person in society, man. I could really live this square life. This square life is the life, bro. You know what I mean?
Straight up.
It is, man. You age well, man. You get the high pro glow, man. You ain't stressing. You ain't gotta keep no bank,
Man,
man.
for real,
You wait up, you ain't
though.
stressed out, man. You know what I'm saying? Man, that's the goal. Not the goal ain't to go through the ringer and then you come out, you're looking like you're 50, you're only 36 years old, man. The streets done stripped you to the bone, bro. You know what I'm saying? We got homies that's living in 10 cities right now.
Straight up.
You know? And that's not to talk down on nobody, man, but like it's gonna be a time in life where you're gonna have to make that decision. It's gonna be that fork in the road. Is you gonna go this way, that way, or you gonna continue to go up, man? You know what I'm saying? One is the graveyard, one is the penitentiary, and the other path is to keep going up, bro. So you know, it's all about choices and decisions, man. And we just trying to help people make the right decision, man. Like I don't want to see nobody get jammed up and then, like I told you. You know,
Straight
just learn from me, bro. I went through it, man. You don't want to do that, man. You know what I mean? You don't
Hey,
do that.
they wasn't there,
They
big
wasn't
baby.
there, big baby. They wasn't there, man.
Hey, I appreciate you, Cuzzo. I love you. Like I said, we're gonna do this again,
Man,
man.
appreciate you for
Keep
having
pushing,
me
keep
on,
doing
man.
what you're doing. Keep
Hey,
motivating me, Cuzzo. Keeping me pumped. You feel me?
hey, man, I appreciate you for having me on, cuz. We gotta do this
So
again.
it's all good. Love you, Cuzzo.
For sure, man.
One.
All right.
Kiu Conversations. You know we're keeping it lit. Y'all come rock with us, man. YouTube, you know what I'm saying? I'll be posting these things as we chopping up with my real ones, man. Entrepreneurs, hustlers, people with stories, people who bouncing back, people who making a shake, man. I love y'all for coming, tuning in, man, when y'all ain't doing that, man. It's your favorite family member. You dig, baby? Okay, all right, man. Keep it lit.